7 years ago, my doctor looked me in the eye for the third time and said, if I didn't start meditating, I'm going to be in big trouble. She just had 3 patients that were depressed, anxious, and one even contemplating suicide. And once they began meditating, their lives changed overnight. That was enough to have me consider starting.
I mean, you were strung out like a rubber band. You were right in the middle of selling the company, and it was preventing you from sleeping, drove you into some pretty heavy drinking and poor eating decisions, and admittedly, you were a mess.
I was a mess. And this was over 2 years she was telling me this. And if you had asked me the day before I started meditating, would I ever meditate? It was a firm no. There was no way. But now, after 5 or 6 years of doing this, I truly believe everyone should meditate. And I'll go a step further. They should teach kids in school how to meditate. How about that?
I mean, I think it's starting to happen in various different pockets, but begin your journey to transforming your life today, and just start with 5 minutes of meditation. And I think what you're probably saying right now is you're looking in the camera and saying, I don't know how, or I don't know where to start,
or I don't want to
do it. But stick with us, because this video could change your mind.
Right. So this thing about meditation, we hear all the time from people, I've tried it in the past and nothing happens. Well, that was the same thing with me. I didn't even try it in the past because I thought we're going to go through the reasons people don't meditate. We're debunking some of the issues. But I really thought it was tied into a religious cult, let's say.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought you had to have incense burning and have special clothes on and all that. And you might be thinking it sounds like hocus pocus or religious practice. And what I hear a lot from people, the same thing I struggled with, is I have trouble sitting still. Well, how am I going to meditate if I can't sit still and quiet my mind?
Well, I think that a lot of people envision meditation just kind of sitting, eyes closed still, but you can meditate in a lot of different ways. And I've been meditating for years, right before, during, and after my yoga practice. To me, that is a quiet form, an active form, and then a reflective form of meditation.
So today we're going to debunk everything you thought you knew about meditation. And if you're new here, my name is Mark, and this is my wife, Jody.
And we don't focus on the financial aspects of retirement, but rather your lifestyle, your health, relationships, and more.
So please hit the subscribe button. More importantly, if you feel you know people who are on the same journey as you and they would benefit from this video, please share it with them. But also leave some comments below. We want to hear from you about this video, specifically on meditation, so let us know.
Absolutely.
So what's my meditation story?
So in April of 2015, I turned 50, and it was a big number for me. We had a lot of things going on in our family, in our businesses, and in our careers. And Mark and I went to St. Lucia, and it was just going to be a vacation, just the two of us. And as many of you know, we have 6 children, so vacations for just the two of us were few and far between. And we got to this beautiful place in St. Lucia, and again, we had a lot of balls in the air, but we had committed to doing this to celebrate my birthday and to spend time together. And that lasted exactly 12 hours.
Because my phone rang, and it was the CFO of my company who told me that my key employee that managed all of my clients' relationships quit. We went away Sunday. She quit Monday morning. She could have quit Friday, but she didn't. She quit after I left. Now, I went into a major tailspin, and all I could hear in the back of my head was my doctor telling me, you need to start meditating. It was only a week before that I saw her. And I downloaded the app Headspace, and I never opened it. Well, I opened it that night, that afternoon.
No.
It was that night. No, because the whole day long I was like stressed out. I couldn't sleep. You kept coming out into the living room going, who are you talking to on your phone? I'm like, it's not me, it's Andy, it's meditation. It was a disaster for for you for a couple days.
Yeah, we lost a couple of really critical memory days because you were in a bad tailspin and tried to work your way out of it.
And that wasn't the first time I felt that way
Right.
in my whole life. That doesn't happen anymore. I'm telling you folks, it doesn't happen anymore. I am so... What, are you making a face?
No.
Oh, you agree with me?
Yeah.
I'm in the moment.
You are.
I'm happy. I'm engaged. You can't tell me anything that's going to get me rattled. You're not. So, that's my story on meditation. Nearly ruined our marriage.
It cost
Yeah.
us for sure. So, you want to mention the free download?
Yeah, there's to go along with meditation. We are huge journalers, so we have a link in the notes below on our journaling guide. Download that. Start journaling today. And meditation is going to be a different you.
So let's start with the 10 myths about meditation, and then we're going to talk about some benefits of meditation. And at the end, we're going to give you an easy step-by-step guide on how to start. So let's start with the myths.
Okay.
The first myth is meditation requires completely silent environment. That's not true. Real-world meditation often occurs amidst everyday noises. You know, the focus is on internal silence, not external silence. Background noise can actually enhance your concentration skills. So don't think you have to find the quiet, perfect spot.
And it takes practice. I'm going to say right up front, it was the hardest thing I learned to do was to meditate. And it's also the best thing that I've ever done in my life to fix some things that I didn't even know were broken. How about that? There's a
What?
There's a perception that you have to sit in a lotus position with your hands on your knees, fingers held correctly in order to meditate. Totally not true. Here's a video of me when I meditate. I'm sitting on the couch, my hands are on my knees, I just am at peace, I'm quiet, I'm listening in my ears to the recording. That's all it takes. You have to be comfortable. You can do it in a chair. You can do it laying down if you want. I don't suggest you do it in bed because you might fall asleep.
Right.
But sitting in a chair with some cushions in your back, or even, you can even stand and do it. You do not have to sit in a lotus position with your legs crossed and your hands on your knees like this.
That's right. The third myth is meditation is a religious practice. It is not. While it's rooted in many spiritual traditions, meditation is widely practiced secularly. The benefits of meditation are psychological and physiological.
Sure.
Physiological.
Physiological.
Not just spiritual. People of all faiths or of no faith can also meditate. So it's not tied to any religious practice.
All right, here's another myth. Meditation takes years to learn. What I will say on that is that the basic meditation, you can figure it out in a week. And we use guided meditation, which I think we talk about later. There's some apps you can get. There's YouTube. But just to sit down without any instruction, figure it out, it's going to be hard.
Right.
But guided meditations, you can learn it quickly. You can practice immediately. And the benefits of meditation can often be felt after 2 or 3 days
Sessions,
of doing it for
yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it doesn't take years to learn, but you end up doing it for the rest of your life.
So the fifth myth would be meditation is doing nothing. You know, the thing you have to remember is meditation is an active process, focusing the mind. It involves techniques to cultivate awareness and presence. It is a very deliberate practice. So it's not passive relaxation. Very different.
And, you talked about meditating when you're in yoga, before and after. I meditate when I walk. I meditate when I ride my bike. When I'm riding my bike and I'm doing, 20 miles an hour on my bike and I'm pedaling along, I'm counting the cracks in the road, or I'm counting stop signs or something. And there's noise around me, I'm moving, I'm not doing nothing. But my mind is in this rhythm of counting or breathing or counting signs. So you can be really active and still meditate.
Absolutely.
So another myth is that only adults can meditate. It's nonsense. There are some schools in kindergarten that have taken this idea of quiet time and actually brought meditation into the school to help children learn how to meditate to improve their focus, their behavior, stress management. So it can really be any age. You don't have to just be an adult.
That's right. So the seventh myth is meditation requires special equipment or even special clothing. You know, meditation can be practiced anywhere without any specific tools. Comfortable clothing would be recommended, but there are no requirements. The most important equipment you have is your mind and your body in this practice.
So here's another myth that I struggled with a lot because I have trouble with this, but there's a myth that you need to clear your mind of all thoughts. That's not true. Actually, the goal isn't to empty the mind, but to observe your thoughts without judgment. You learn to control your thoughts instead of your brain controlling your thoughts. Because when your brain controls your thoughts, that's when you get down these rabbit holes and you get stressed out. If something comes up in my mind now that's kind of stressful, basically all I do, oh, that's interesting. And then I move on. That's what meditation's all about. You don't have to sit there and just think of nothing, which is really hard. So the practice really involves gently returning focus to the object you're meditating on. Your heartbeat, your counting, your breaths,
right.
stop signs, the ceiling in the yoga studio, whatever it might be. So you're not clearing your mind of thoughts. That's a big myth.
Another myth is meditation is only for stress relief. And while it's effective for stress management, its benefits go far and beyond. Meditation can improve your physical health, enhance your concentration, and foster emotional resilience, which, as we age, is something we need to do.
Right. Here's the 10th myth, the last one we're going to talk about, on meditating. And that myth is that if you can't concentrate, then you can't meditate. It's not true. I struggle with concentration all the time. But I meditate all the time now, and it's easy for me. It's been a transition, but you don't have to concentrate on it. You just have to actually get more relaxed because it improves your concentration over time. Because I get rid of all the other thoughts and I can concentrate on what it is I want to concentrate on. So it actually gives you better tools to concentrate.
You know, these myths often stem from common misconceptions about meditation's nature and its requirements. I mean, we both resisted it for quite a long time.
My whole life, I resisted it. I think it was you were 50, so
2015.
So I was 68. No, 58.
58.
I started meditating when I was 58, and I'm now 67. So it's been actually 9 years. I didn't realize it was that long.
So let's jump to the benefits of meditation and stay to the end where we will give you an easy step-by-step way to begin meditating.
Okay. First benefit of meditation, reduces stress. 100% it reduces your stress. I promise you, if you start meditating, it will reduce your stress. And I've talked to so many people that have started it, and they feel great. And I have other people who said, I'm too stressed to meditate. I can't sit still. I can't do this. I can't do that. Force yourself to break through this barrier of not meditating because it will reduce your stress. It lowers your cortisol levels, which soothes your nervous system. If you start engaging in daily meditation, I'm telling you, your life's going to change.
That's true. That's true. It does reduce stress. That is a great benefit. The second benefit is enhanced mental health, which, you know, supports a healthier mindset and emotional balance, right? We're all looking for that. You can decrease your symptoms of anxiety and depression, enhance your brain's ability to process your emotions effectively, and promote positive self-image and just overall outlook on life.
Yeah, you know, the idea about processing emotions, it used to be for me that, you know, any kind of thing that came up, you know, my mom's really sick, my dad's drinking, whatever, all that stuff, my kids get hurt, you know, I lose a big account in the office, I lose a client. There's emotions wrapped up in all of that. Now, I lost an account. Okay, let's move on. I don't stay with it. So it does, for me, there isn't much I almost feel like it bulletproofs my mental health.
Well, I do think
Do you-
there's a slippery slope that you have to be careful of, and you and I talked about this with your when you know you're deep into your meditation. I mean, you don't want to just kind of not care about anything because you're meditating,
Okay.
right? So, you know, you lose a big account and we have to sell the house. You know, I'd do a little more than, oh, well, I lost an account type of thing. So, you know, it's not a fix-all to everything, but it does give you more control over your mental health.
It does, and it actually gives more space in my brain for other things. And actually, that's the third benefit of meditating. It really has enabled me, and will enable you, to improve my concentration and my focus. Because my mind is sharper, my attention span is better. I mean, I'm a better listener than I used to be, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, yes, you are.
you delayed on that.
I did.
You know, I can now be in the present moment so much better than I used to. My mind isn't wandering left and right and up and down. So that improves my cognitive performance and my memory. And
Yeah.
I'm self-diagnosed ADD. I have not been diagnosed, so I'm not. But it's hard for me to stay on point and stay distracted without looking here and looking there and thinking
Right.
somewhere else. So it's helped me a lot in that area.
The fourth benefit is it does promote your emotional health, you know, cultivating a positive mindset and emotional stability, encouraging the practice of gratitude and compassion, because a lot of the guided meditations pull those two in. And it helps develop empathy and understanding towards others, you know, leading to greater satisfaction in your personal relationships, just from a pure grounding of your emotional health.
Yeah, I know we have more benefits to go through, but for those of you who are still here, and at the end we're going to talk to you about 5 steps. We talk about guided meditation. I always thought meditation was you just sit down and you have a noise like and some people do it that way. We started off with guided meditation using a couple of apps, Calm and Headspace, where the person holding the 10-minute session for you is talking you through it and coaching you on gratitude or sympathy or compassion. So you actually get a little bit of learning too. But a guided meditation, someone's telling you what to do, what to think about, whether you count your breath. So it is a lot easier than you think. Well, meditation clearly will improve your sleep quality, 100%.
Who doesn't need that?
Who doesn't need that?
Right.
You know, it helps reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. I fall asleep now in about 1 minute.
Yeah, you're quick.
I'm quick.
You
You
are
need to
quick.
read a little bit. But I used to toss and turn and lay around and watch TV late and all that. No, I now, when it's time for me to go to bed, I fall asleep. I get better REM sleep. I get better deep sleep. And I check that because we use our Aura rings.
Right.
And it shows me how much I get. And I have a benchmark now. If I get about an hour of deep, that's good. If I get more, it's better. If I get less, I'm thinking, what's going on? So, and it also helps reduce getting up in the middle of the night a lot.
Yeah,
I
right.
just don't do it. So my sleep quality, our sleep quality, is a lot better
You're
due
undisturbed, really.
to meditation.
Yeah. The sixth benefit is it improves your physical health because it's linked to lowering your blood pressure and improving your digestion, enhancing your body's ability to fight off illnesses. It can actually improve your respiratory function if you focus on your mindful breathing, and that's something I do at night when I get into bed. After I kind of unwind and relax, and I have, I've read, a couple of pages of my book, I focus on my breathing for about 10 solid minutes.
And that's how you fall asleep.
And that's how I fall asleep.
Really
is
relaxes
just
you.
really focusing on my respiratory function. It helps manage chronic pain, and it supports healthier eating habits, and even some weight management has been linked to good, effective meditation.
Well, another great benefit of meditation is that it boosts your self-awareness. And your self-awareness about yourself, really understanding yourself better.
Self-awareness, that would be about yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I wasn't clear enough?
You're very clear.
Very clear? Okay. So it gives you some time to reflect on your personal values, your goals. It helps you uncover some hidden emotions and thoughts. And it really facilitates a better understanding of how my behavior and my attitude and emotions affect other people like
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
So this whole idea of boosting self-awareness is really helpful when you start to meditate. So, and it also helps you recognize and overcome negative patterns that you have in your behavior and your life and your moods.
And your
So,
thought patterns. It
Yeah.
really points out to you if you've got negative self-talk, you can really manage that a lot
yeah,
better.
this whole idea of just being with yourself for a little while
Right.
and getting rid of a lot of thoughts or learning how to process your thoughts a lot better, it's very, very powerful.
The eighth benefit is it just increases your overall happiness. Meditation practice is like loving kindness and increase of joy that you give to yourself, reduces the impact of negative emotions that we just talked about, and encourages a more optimistic outlook on life. So overall, increased happiness.
Okay. The ninth benefit of meditating is if you are in addiction recovery, this will help support you in that process. I use meditation to help me with my chocolate chip cookie craving.
You do?
I do. I try to meditate
You
through that.
meditate on cookies?
On not eating cookies.
Okay.
But if you are seriously in some kind of addiction recovery, this is a good tool to help you manage your cravings and the emotional triggers. It
Right.
encourages your mindfulness. It reduces impulsive behavior, which is where I get into trouble, and it regulates your emotions a lot better. So that will help you with self-control and willpower during addiction recovery. So it's been known to be a very good tool to support that.
And the 10th benefit is it can enhance your relationships. Anytime you're improving your empathy and understanding of others in your relationship will enhance those relationships. It encourages you to be a more active and present listener, which we could all use work on that, I think. And it can reduce conflict by fostering some emotional balance. You're maybe not as quick to react and you take your time to respond, because you've kind of set that internal balance.
I just remembered when we started the YouTube channel and we started doing these videos, it was hard for us, right? To sit here with a camera and not have anyone in here but talk to them. And do you remember in the beginning we used to say before we film, let's meditate together?
Yeah.
And we used to use a calm app, and there was like a quick 5-minute way to calm down, and it did help our relationship. It helped our ability to do this.
Yeah,
wouldn't you say?
deliver the quality
Yeah.
performances. Yeah.
Okay. Another benefit of meditating is it's going to foster creativity and the ability to solve problems better. Because your mind is a little bit less busy, you can do more divergent thinking, which is really important for creativity. It clears the mental clutter out, and that allows new surfaces, new ideas to surface.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
And it can help you look at problems from a different perspective just by giving yourself, that little bit of break, the introspective, self-affirmation, gratitude. You can have a different perspective on some of the problems you might be faced with.
there is no negative list that we could find on meditating. Give me 5 reasons why you shouldn't meditate.
Right.
There's nothing. We're
These are
giving
all
you a
just
lot.
benefits.
These are all
Yeah.
benefits. I'm telling you, if you start meditating today, your life will change for the better. I guarantee it. Or your money back. You don't have to.
There's no money given.
There's no money.
No.
This is free.
This is free.
Well, you're going to
Free
enjoy
advice.
it better when you start meditating.
Another benefit is it can reduce age-related memory loss, right? So it can enhance mental clarity, focus, and slowing any of your cognitive decline. We've seen it really help support memory and retention and recall. And it helps your brain health through exercising the neuroplasticity of your brain. Meditation practices have been linked to increased brain volume in areas related to memory. And again, we could all use that.
I have something to say.
Okay, I'm waiting.
This has helped me so much with my memory loss because as we age, we do lose memory, and we did a lot of research on this. It's because it takes us longer to think of something because we have more stuff in our head than a 22-year-old. But this has emptied some stuff out of my, I don't know what you call
Your
it.
files?
Yeah, I got less
Cleared
files.
out your files?
But my head, like right now, I'm just focused on doing this. I'm not thinking about anything else, even though I'm starved and I want to eat. that salad you promised to make.
I will.
But this really does help with memory loss, 100%.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
know I'm better.
And listen, stay till the end where we'll give you the easy step-by-step way to begin.
All right, so meditation is also going to help you build resilience to stress. I think we might have mentioned stress before. This has eliminated my stress life like nothing else. I mean,
that's not to say you still don't get stressed now and then.
not like it used to be, though. My stress now is, we talk about something, I think about it, I process it. I don't go into this huge emotional tirade where I'm like, oh my God, the world is falling apart. It isn't. It gives me a sense of calm and control in difficult situations.
Right.
I mean, we have some stuff going on in our family now, some health issues with some people, and easily could feel like it's the end of the world. But no,
Right.
we're calm, we're in control, we talk about it, and it really has helped us and our kids in a big way.
Yeah, we have certain topics that we meditate on, and sometimes that leads to meditate and then we pray on them. So, meditate, pray, pause, proceed,
Right.
kind of as a.
Well, praying is a form of meditation for sure. I talk to some people about meditating, and I have a very dear friend who reads the Bible every morning. And she said to me, Mark, that's my meditation. So if you're reading scripture and that's how you meditate,
Sure.
good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It does give you that same calming effect.
Another benefit is meditation encourages healthy aging. It's been linked to lower rates of cellular aging, can improve the markers of biological aging, such as the telomere length.
What?
So one of the tests in biological aging is to test your telomere. So
What's a telomere?
well, it's a test that's
Okay.
done.
Never heard of it.
So it supports and maintains physical health and mobility, and it also encourages positive attitude towards aging. You get those negatives, I'm too old for this, I can't do that. It gets that negative talk out of your head. So, again, encouraging your healthy aging. with
And we're
positive
aging.
attitude.
I mean, everyone on the channel, this is a retirement channel, so we are aging.
Well, we have to be grateful we're aging because the opposite is not aging.
That's true.
So-
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Another benefit of meditation is improving your cardiovascular health. 100%. It will help. It lowers my heart rate, reduces my blood pressure, supports my stress reduction. That also helps my heart health. So having a healthier lifestyle, being more positive, all of that is going to help my heart be healthier, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, it promotes lower blood pressure and circulation. And you know what? Honestly, it's going to reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke. So,
The 16th benefit, as if you needed more, is it can enhance immune function. It can boost your body's immune response and encourage a reduction in inflammation, which, again, as we age, we all need. Supporting overall physical health and well-being. Meditation has been linked to changes in gene expression related to your immune function. And we all have to be really aware of our immune function, especially as we age, and you can start to catch things. I mean, you had bronchitis for 8 weeks this year.
well, I did. Well, I didn't have it for 8 weeks. I was sick for 8 weeks. I had bronchitis I guess I had it for 3 or 4.
Yeah, easily.
But I do, and that was so unusual for me
Right.
or us to be sick. But meditation, because it enhances your immune function, you can fight disease more and you can recover from illness quicker. Which is important. Research has shown that meditation can help reduce symptoms of PTSD. Now, we don't have that, and that's a serious problem that we really, appreciate that people have it. But it helps you manage and process traumatic memories.
Right.
Not to say that it solves the problem.
Right. You can't meditate them away necessarily.
No, but encourages, emotional regulation and reduces the symptoms of anxiety and depression due to PTSD. So, again, overall, it gives you a sense of safety and calm. You can slow down. It's going to support your healing process by fostering a sense of inner peace. You see how I slowed down?
Yeah.
Sometimes we rush through these videos. Meditated this morning. Now I'm a little calmer.
Okay.
And I'm not making fun of it.
No.
This is the way I'm speaking right now is how I process in my brain. I think slower. I should speak this slow, except you would tell me to hurry up and get it out of my mouth.
Right.
But it does calm you.
Right.
Right?
Well, and that leads to the next one. Actually, we're on 18 benefits of meditation, right? It lowers your blood pressure, encouraging you to relax, leading to reduced blood pressure, and it can improve your heart health and reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Supporting stress reduction is a key factor in managing hypertension. So again, why not do it?
Right. I have a spot on my back. I'm going to call it chronic pain. There's a muscle back there that's been bothering me for 2 years.
At least, yeah.
Meditation can help reduce chronic pain. I just think myself through it and it goes away. I just find a way to not think about it, because I used to have that thing. I used to rub a ball against a wall and this and that. It was constantly on my head, on my brain. Now I talk about it, I think about it, and the pain, it hasn't gone away, but it's not in the front of my head bothering me. So it's an effective complement to traditional pain management. It's really linked, it's been linked to reduced use of pain medications. I don't have headaches anymore.
Right.
Remember I used to have headaches
Yeah.
all the time? I don't know if it's because of
I know when you were a little
meditation.
fella, you had bad headaches.
Well, but I mean, all through, when we were married for 15, we're married 15 years, the first 10 or 5, I used to wake up every morning and have to take aspirin because I had a headache. I don't know if it's from meditation, but I don't remember the last time I had a headache. How about that?
No, I'm trying to think. I can't remember the last time you said.
Because I think
have a
my
headache.
mind is just calmer.
The 20th benefit is it improves breathing and respiratory function. Meditation encourages deep and mindful breathing, improving your lung function and capacity. It can lead to better oxygenation of your body. And it, overall supporting that stress reduction we've been talking about with your controlled breathing techniques during your meditative cycle, it's a win-win-win.
Okay. That was good.
20 benefits.
Not a single reason why you shouldn't benefit. Couldn't find it, and I can't think of one.
Right.
I cannot. Except it's just you getting in the way of yourself to do it. So here's a step-by-step guide on how to begin. We're going to go through these quickly. First one is start small. Don't make it complicated.
Right.
Short sessions. I actually do 10 minutes a day. And I've been doing 10 minutes a day for 7 years. On these apps and on YouTube, you can do 20 minutes, you could do 40 minutes, you could do 60 minutes. And a lot of people tell me the longer you go, the better it is. I'm good. 10 minutes a day. Then think about it. The thing I said to myself when I started was, I could do anything for 10 minutes. That was my commitment to myself. 10 minutes a day, meditation. Start small.
So start small. The second thing is create a comfortable space. Find a quiet, not silent, but a quiet, comfortable place where you can sit or lie down without any interruptions. Comfort is key to maintaining your focus and relaxation. So find a comfortable space.
So comfort's important, but don't think it has to be quiet. We talked about that earlier. Comfortable is important, sitting in a chair, whatever it is. But if the lawnmower's going outside, you can meditate through that.
Right.
The noise is not a problem. All right, the third step would be choose a simple technique. And I would just say, a basic meditation practice is counting your breaths. And you count 1 in, 2 out, 3 in, 4 out. Do that to 10 and start over again. You close your eyes, you take deep breaths, pay attention to the sensation you have by counting your breath. Feel your chest rise. So I'm not an expert, but pick a simple technique. And again, using one of these apps or go onto YouTube and find it. It's really easy.
Yeah, it is.
And it just, as your mind wanders, the counting brings you back to what you're doing, which is the meditation practice.
Yeah, that leads us to the fourth way to get started easily is use a guided meditation app. Headspace, Calm. They offer guided meditation specifically designed for beginners, so you're not alone. You can do this. They provide structure and guidance, making the process a lot easier to understand and much easier to follow.
And the tools inside a Headspace and Calm for you to learn about, relationships and gratitude and sympathy.
Communication.
And how to deal when you have, meditation every day for 10 minutes if you have cancer. and how to work through that. So there are so many different tools and techniques in these guided meditation apps. Really recommend it.
Right.
And the fifth step, be consistent. Do it every day for a month. I promise you, if you do it every day for a month, start small, 10 minutes, it becomes a habit, it becomes a part of your routine, and I'm telling you, your life will be better because of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The sixth thing is practice mindfulness throughout your day. Don't just meditation about the time you spent sitting in the practice in your comfortable space, but it's also about cultivating mindfulness during your daily life. Try to be present and in the moment when you're eating, walking, talking, doing yoga, those type of things.
Okay. Seventh step to think about when you're starting meditation is to be patient and kind to yourself. It's going to be hard. Your mind's going to wander, and it's going to feel challenging. It's a skill that improves with practice, so you want to approach it with patience and self-compassion. Don't give up because your mind starts to wander.
Right.
That's exactly what the exercise is trying to teach you not to do. I remember there was one day specifically when I was meditating, and all of a sudden I had this moment like, oh my gosh, there's nothing on my mind right now except I'm counting my breaths. It was like, wow, that felt great. So don't give up, be patient, and give yourself some room to fail.
And the last thing we would say when you're trying to get started is explore different types of meditation. Once you're comfortable with the basics, explore meditation practices to find what really resonates with you. This could include a love and kindness meditation, a body scan meditation, a breath scan meditation, or just plain mindful meditation. But find out what works for you.
And remember, the goal of meditation is not about emptying the mind or achieving a state of eternal bliss. It's really about becoming more aware and more present in your life.
And as you continue to practice, you'll likely notice improvements in your focus, your stress levels, and your overall sense of well-being. Our challenge to you is to don't dismiss this and all the benefits we've gone through until you try it. Keep trying it till it becomes something you need and you benefit from each day.
Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. This next one, the importance of curiosity in retirement, couples really well with this whole idea of meditation because we give you 5 steps to a new mindset, and coupling curiosity with meditation is really a great way to change the way you're living your life.